What if rejection wasn't a setback, but the ultimate superpower in your journey? Most men fear rejection, letting it crush their confidence and keep them stuck. But here's the truth. Rejection is a weapon, a tool to build strength, dignity, and unstoppable growth. Today, I'll show you how to flip the script on rejection and turn it into your greatest asset. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never see rejection the same way again. Lesson 1. Rejection is power. Why it's your greatest asset. Most men see rejection as a failure, a blow to their self-worth. But the truth is, rejection is a mirror. It shows you where you need to grow and what's not meant for you. High-value men don't fear rejection. They embrace it as an opportunity. Each rejection is a chance to build resilience, redefine your goals, and prove to yourself that your worth isn't tied to anyone's approval. Next time you face rejection, pause. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to grow? Instead of seeing it as a dead end, view it as redirection, a stepping stone to something better. Remember, rejection isn't a reflection of your value. It's a test of how much you value yourself. Lesson 2. Master emotional control. Respond like a high-value man. Rejection triggers your primal instincts. Anger, frustration, and self-doubt flood your mind, screaming for attention. But here's the thing. Emotional outbursts only hand power to the person who rejected you. High-value men know this and respond differently. They don't react, they reflect. When you're hit with rejection, practice the pause. Breathe deeply and let the initial sting pass before you act. Emotional control isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about channeling them into growth. Show yourself and the world that you're unshakable. The next time rejection comes your way, let your calm composure speak louder than words. The man who stays in control commands respect. Lesson 3. Cut the clutter. Why letting go frees your mind. Rejection often leaves a mental residue. You replay conversations, overthink scenarios, and cling to what could have been. But here's the truth. Holding on only drains your energy. High-value men understand that letting go isn't just about moving on. It's about reclaiming your focus. Every time you obsess over someone who rejected you, you're giving them free rent in your mind. Instead, redirect that energy into yourself. Dive into a new project, hit the gym, or pick up a book that challenges you. The more you focus on growth, the less space you leave for regrets. Remember, the strongest men aren't those who cling. They're the ones who learn to let go. Lesson 4. Prove yourself to yourself. The only revenge you need. Here's a hard truth. When someone rejects you, they're not just walking away from who you are. They're underestimating who you can become. The rejection stings because it feels like a judgment of your potential, like they've already decided your worth. But here's the game changer. Proving them wrong isn't about earning their approval. It's about proving something to yourself. Think about this. The best revenge isn't anger, confrontation, or validation. It's success. Every time someone doubts you, you have two choices. Let their rejection define you, or use it as fuel to evolve into the person they'll wish they hadn't overlooked. Start by setting a personal goal that scares you. Something big enough to make you feel alive, but realistic enough to achieve with hard work. Maybe it's getting into the best shape of your life, mastering a new skill, or achieving a career milestone. Break that goal into daily actions and commit to them relentlessly. The secret? Don't do it to get back at them. Do it to inspire yourself. Here's the kicker. When you're focused on your growth, their opinion stops mattering. And ironically, that's when they'll start noticing. But by then, you'll be so far ahead that their validation will feel irrelevant. Let rejection become your reminder that you're more than what someone else thinks. You're capable of anything you decide to achieve. Lesson 5. Raise your social value. Build a life that attracts. In the modern dating world, your social status isn't just a bonus. It's a cornerstone of attraction. Women are biologically wired to seek partners who provide value, security, and influence. This isn't about being famous or wealthy. It's about positioning yourself as a man who's respected and admired in the circles he moves in. Ask yourself, are you the kind of man people gravitate toward? Are you actively building a life that others want to be part of? If not, it's time to start. Begin by investing in yourself, physically, mentally, and socially. Hit the gym, read books that expand your mindset, and develop skills that make you invaluable in your field. Then, elevate your social circle. Join clubs, attend events, or engage in communities where ambitious, high-value people gather. This isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about becoming the man who naturally fits into those spaces. The more you surround yourself with driven, successful individuals, the more their habits and mindsets will rub off on you. And here's the secret. As your social value rises, so does your appeal. Women are drawn to men who lead exciting, purposeful lives because it signals ambition and strength. Focus on building a life so magnetic that you no longer have to chase attention. It'll come to you naturally. Lesson 6. Silence speaks volumes. The strength of walking away. Silence is a weapon most men underestimate. When someone rejects you, the temptation is to reach out, seek closure, or try to repair the connection. But the most powerful move you can make is to say nothing at all. Silence isn't about playing games. It's about protecting your peace and regaining your power. Think of it this way. When you go silent, you create an air of mystery. Suddenly, they're left wondering why you haven't reacted, why you haven't chased them, and what you're thinking. This flips the script entirely. Instead of being the one seeking answers, you become the one they're trying to figure out. Here's the psychological truth. People don't value what's easily accessible. When you stop giving someone your attention, it forces them to reconsider your worth. Silence is unsettling. It's the space where doubt grows. And in that space, you reclaim the upper hand. But silence isn't just for them. It's for you. By cutting off communication, you give yourself the time and mental clarity to refocus on what matters. Your goals, your growth, and your happiness. The next time someone rejects you, don't call, don't text, and don't stalk their social media. Instead, channel that energy into yourself. Let them wonder. Let them question. And while they're caught up in their thoughts, you'll be moving forward unshaken and unstoppable. In a noisy world, silence is the loudest statement you can make. Lesson 7. Confidence through distance. Be kind but unreachable. After rejection, most men fall into one of two traps. Either they overcompensate by being overly nice in an attempt to win the person back, or they cut them off completely in anger. But there's a third, far more powerful approach. Being kind but emotionally distant. This doesn't mean playing games or being cold. It's about showing that while you can be respectful and cordial, they no longer have access to your emotions. Why is this so effective? Because it communicates strength. You're not bitter or resentful. You're simply prioritizing your own peace and well-being. Here's how it works. The next time you cross paths with someone who rejected you, greet them with a calm smile or a simple hello. But that's where it ends. No deep conversations, no emotional appeals, no lingering interactions. You're polite but unavailable. This balance is magnetic because it shows maturity and confidence. When you remain kind but unreachable, you send a clear message. You've moved on and their rejection hasn't rattled you. And here's the kicker. They'll likely find this level of self-control intriguing. But by then, your focus will already be elsewhere. On living a life that fulfills you, not chasing validation from someone who couldn't see your worth. Lesson 8. Rejection is redirection. Why no is your new beginning. Every rejection feels like a door slamming shut. But what if I told you it's actually the universe guiding you toward a better path? Rejection isn't the end. It's a redirection, an opportunity to reassess your priorities and aim higher. Think back to a time when you desperately wanted something, a relationship, a job, an opportunity, but didn't get it. Months or years later, you likely realize that what you thought you wanted wasn't right for you. That's the beauty of rejection. It forces you to let go of what doesn't serve you and opens the door to something greater. The key is shifting your mindset. Instead of clinging to what's lost, ask yourself, what's next? Use the energy from rejection to fuel your next move, whether it's pursuing a new goal, meeting new people, or redefining your standards. When you view rejection as a redirection, you take control of the narrative. You're no longer at the mercy of circumstances. You're steering the ship. So, the next time someone or something doesn't work out, don't despair. Instead, remind yourself, this is a rejection. It's a reroute to something even better. Lesson 9. Don't beg for attention. Respect yourself first. Nothing lowers your value faster than begging for attention. Yet, it's a trap many men fall into after rejection. They send multiple texts, fish for responses, and go out of their way to stay visible. Here's the harsh truth. The more you chase, the less attractive you become. When you beg for attention, you're broadcasting insecurity. You're telling the world that your self-worth depends on someone else's validation. But high-value men don't operate that way. They know their worth and refuse to put themselves in a position of desperation. The next time you feel the urge to seek someone's attention, pause. Remind yourself that you're the prize. If someone can't see your value, it's their loss, not yours. Redirect your energy toward things that genuinely matter, your goals, passions, and personal growth. Here's the ironic part. When you stop chasing attention, you naturally become more desirable. Confidence and self-respect are magnetic. People are drawn to those who don't need approval to feel whole. So, stop seeking attention from others and start giving it to yourself. Respect yourself first, and the right kind of attention will follow. Lesson 10. Silence speaks louder. Give them the space they chose. After rejection, the urge to reach out for closure or an explanation can feel overwhelming. But the most powerful move you can make is to say nothing at all. Silence isn't about ignoring someone out of spite. It's about respecting the choice they made and prioritizing your peace of mind. Here's why silence is so effective. When you stop seeking contact, you create a void. And in that void, curiosity grows. They start to wonder why you haven't reached out, why you seem unaffected, and what's going on in your life. This shift puts the power back in your hands. But here's the real reason to embrace silence. It gives you time to heal, grow, and refocus on yourself. It's not about getting their attention. It's about reclaiming your emotional energy and using it to become a better version of yourself. The next time someone rejects you, resist the urge to reach out. Instead, focus on your own life and let silence do the talking. Lesson 11. Never reveal your struggle. Show strength, not weakness. Rejection hurts. It's human to feel pain. But here's a critical rule. Never wear your struggle on your sleeve. When you openly display your pain, you're giving others power over your emotions, and not everyone deserves that privilege. Think about it. When you reveal your struggle to someone who rejected you, it doesn't make them sympathize. It makes them see you as weak. And while vulnerability has its place, rejection is not that place. High-value men keep their struggles private and use them as fuel for growth. The next time you're rejected, resist the urge to post about it on social media, complain to mutual friends, or vent to the person who rejected you. Instead, channel that pain into progress. Hit the gym, dive into a new project, or spend time refining your goals. When you focus on building yourself up instead of broadcasting your struggle, you'll come out stronger, and the world will notice your resilience, not your pain. Lesson 12. Live by your code. Integrity over approval. The ultimate way to handle rejection is to live by your own code of values. Most men bend over backward to please others, hoping for acceptance or approval. But high-value men don't chase validation. They live authentically, guided by their principles. Ask yourself, what do you stand for? What values define you? Whether it's discipline, honesty, kindness, or ambition, let those values dictate your actions, not the opinions of others. When someone rejects you, It's not a reflection of your worth. It's simply an indication that they're not aligned with your path. Living by your code means staying true to yourself, even in the face of rejection. It's about showing that your happiness and success aren't dependent on anyone else. The next time someone rejects you, don't change who you are to win them over. Instead, double down on your values and keep moving forward. In the end, integrity is far more attractive than trying to fit into someone else's expectations. Conclusion: turning rejection into your greatest power. Rejection is inevitable, but how you respond to it defines your future. You now have the tools to transform rejection from a source of pain into a foundation for growth. By staying silent, keeping your struggles private, and living by your values, you become a man who thrives in the face of adversity. Remember, rejection isn't the end. It's the beginning of something greater. Use it to build resilience, refocus your energy, and redirect your life towards something better. The strongest men aren't the ones who avoid rejection. They're the ones who use it as a stepping stone to their success. If you're ready to turn rejection into a superpower and live a life of unshakable confidence, hit that subscribe button and join the Stoic Affinity community. Share this video with a friend who needs to hear this, and drop a comment below telling us which lesson hit home the most. Let's build a network of men who thrive under pressure, who grow through challenges, and who never settle for mediocrity. Your journey to becoming a high-value man starts now. Subscribe today and take control of your future.